Welcome back, everyone, to Beyond Rugby, the Edinburgh Rugby podcast, where we take you beyond the rugby pitch and into the lives of our players. I'm happy to be sitting here today with none other than Luke Crosbie. Luke, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks, Joe. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Very good. Happy to be here?
Yeah, it's good. Nice wee setup. Acting like Joe Rogan, so we'll see how it goes.
So we'll start from the very beginning for those that maybe don't know. And actually, I don't know, even though I've known you for a couple of years now.
That's rude, isn't it?
It is a bit rude. It is. It's very rude on my part, to be fair. But take me through your upbringing, I guess. Everyone knows that you were raised in Livingston, but I guess, what was that like to get straight to the point? And how did you first come across rugby in a place which I guess rugby isn't very big in Livingston?
Yeah, I grew up mid-Calder, so it's a small little village. If you know where the Livingston shopping centre is, it's just like 5 minutes from there. So grew up there, then went to school at West Calder High School. But it was class, I enjoyed it. A good group of mates, are still close to them all just now. We keep entertaining on weekends sometimes and see them for coffees and some food and stuff. So, it was great. A bit different to most of the other boys at different schools, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And what about like a family and stuff like that? I don't even know if you've got siblings, which I feel like I should know by now.
I thought we were pals.
I thought so too. I'm a bad mate, obviously.
So I've got a little brother. He's 25. He's a joiner. He's some character as well. Good laugh. Life of the party. So so he went to West Calder and stuff as well. So see him. He has no idea about rugby. No clue. Yeah. So started playing. Well, I took up rugby, started playing at Livingston, and then I moved to Curry.
Yeah.
And then how I got into it was, I was on a walk with my dad. I was trying to get into football because all the boys at school played football, just so you have something to talk about. But obviously, I was shit. I think the coach was like, "Oh, you might be a good striker." And he's just like, "Nah, he's got no potential for that. We'll move up to like centre mid." Rubbish at that. Then it was like centre half. Then I was like, right, I'm backtracking to like being on the field to being in goals, and then I'm just going to stand and watch. So done that. I was on a walk with my dad, seen Livingston play, and then I just seen basically everyone running into each other, and then just from that I was just like to my dad's like, I need to give that a crack. And then that was it. Started at Livi and then moved to Curry, and then played from Curry from, what age was I? About 12 right through to played like under 16s and then under 18s, and was at West Calder High School, played at Curry right through. So that's how I kind of got into it.
Yeah. And I guess, was it something to keep you and your brother from being a nuisance when you're younger? Like, some people send their kids off to do a sport because they're like, these two are a nightmare, we need to get them to do something.
Definitely, we need to like burn our energy off somehow, what me and my brother are like. But I played the rugby. They try to get him to get into it as well, but he just stand on the wing. No interest in it at all. No interest, but it used to come because when we were like playing Curry, obviously at that age you're playing teams all over, like Scotland. So my mum and dad would be working full time, literally get back, I'd jump in the car and then you'd be straight to get a lift to like Curry training and stuff. So they were busy doing that, and then sometimes my brother would tag along if my dad was working. We obviously couldn't leave him in the house, so he'd come along and then try and act like he'd be interested, but he was fine with it. And then he used to come watch me. He watched a few games when I played for Curry, and obviously Curry pitch is like a bit muddy to say the least. So
a bit.
And then I don't think he came to another game for a decent amount of time. So then my dad, was when I was playing like a few years ago, playing with Edinburgh, my dad's like, Matt, why don't you come to the game? And he's just like, no, I don't want to, I need to get changed. And my dad's like, why you need to get changed? He's like, I need to put my old shoes and trackies and that on, because he thought I was still like playing at like Curry. Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So then he came watch the game, and then obviously you have the big screen and it was like team announcement, how they do it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he's like, no, I never realised you were like on a TV and that, playing in a stadium. I was like, yeah, mate, I don't know. But that shows how much he knows. But that's also a good thing with my brother and all my group of pals. They have no idea.
Yeah.
So it could be like one of the biggest games for Edinburgh or Scotland or whatever it is. They don't know. They're like, you coming for food? And then I'm like, nah, mate, I'm in camp, or we've got a massive game. It's just like, oh, right. Do you need to play it? And you're like, kind of, mate. It's like, it was one we were playing Toulon or something.
Yeah.
With Edinburgh, and then he was just like, I was like, they have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing as well.
Yeah. I
It's
suppose
easy
it,
to
I suppose
switch
it's kind
off.
of nice in a way. Like, I guess a bit of an escape that if you want to, you can just go hang out with your friends and they don't really care about that side of your life.
Nah, they don't care. Like, they're happy. They'll ask like normal questions that they're not asking about rugby. Or like,
Yeah.
are you in the team this week? They don't mind. They're just
Yeah.
happy just seeing you or just having a laugh. So it's
Yeah.
not a kind of big aspect. But then again, like rugby's not that big in Livingston at all. Like at West Calder, we never had like a rugby team
Yeah.
or something. Then when you're kind of like, what do you want to be when you're older? I was just like, I want to be like a rugby player.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but what are you going to do for work? I was just like, well, I want to like give rugby a crack. I want to try and make it pro. And then
Yeah.
I kind of like, yeah, I get that, but what are you going to do for work? And then even when I went back to the school, they're like, oh, it's good, but what do you do for work? And I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't really have much of a clue. Like, but it's no fault of their own. Rugby's not that big there.
Yeah.
It's cooler to play football.
Yeah.
And you're like, you play rugby and you're like, oh, rugby's for like,
Yeah.
rugby's soft and that. And I was just like, you have no
Rugby's
idea.
But you mentioned that like people asking you like, oh, like you want to be a rugby player, but then what are you actually going to do for work? When did you have that moment of I want to be a rugby player, I want to give this a crack, and I guess you think you've got it in you?
No, I think with me, when I was young coming through, I was like, enjoyed it. I probably wasn't with the mindset of being like, I want to be like, obviously I wanted to be a professional, but I was just like, I'm just going to push myself
Yeah.
no matter what. And obviously from like under 16s, like age grade stuff, I'd always get like kind of dropped, or like I'd be involved in an extended squad and then like kind of like dropped almost, because they can't really see you. Like other schools get kind of more rugby exposure, whereas like in like kind of Livingston or a school, you're not getting as much to it. So that's why I kind of was never like, oh, this might be harder than it like looks and throwing the towel. Just kind of put all that energy into like going up the gyms. Used to like finish school, get the bus home, and me and my mate Brannan used to have a membership at Bannantine's, and we just like cycle from Mid Calder to Bannantine's, about 15-20 minutes I think it was. Probably a bit longer than that. Do like a gym session and then I just put my energy into that. But yeah, always wanted to kind of give it a crack, but I think it's important that I just think that if you have a dream or like a vision that you want to do something, it doesn't mean everyone else has the same, can see it. So yeah, I always kind of push myself, even at like little things like being enough. I just remember on holiday it'd be like, right, touch the bottom of the pool, or like keep challenging yourself and being like, right, if you do this, if you do an extra set, you're more likely to be a professional in that. Or having in your head being like, right, I need to do training because the other boys I'm kind of competing with are getting more rugby, so right, you need to do more. So I just kind of had that work ethic of, right, I need to do more, keep pushing more. But that's kind of stayed with me throughout my whole career, and then everything else, just like pushing yourself to the most you can do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you talk about that, I guess, the drive it's taken to get to that, all the extras that go into it. You're obviously not a product of the typical system that we have in Scotland, like going through the schools and being supported in that way. When you were coming through as a young player, was that something where you felt a bit disadvantaged in that way, or did you just not think about it at all?
Nah, I never really thought about it. Looking back, yeah, you obviously are. But at the time, you couldn't make excuses. You couldn't be like, oh, well, they're getting more rugby, or like they're getting more coaching about like the line-out calls, and I'm coming in, I'm driving in my little red Corsa, like driving in.
I can imagine you in a little red Corsa.
You like it? I think I call that wee car wee Gonzalez, I think it was called. A little red Corsa. So I'm just like rallying into Murrayfield, not knowing anyone, because obviously no one from my school played rugby.
Yeah.
And then I don't really know anyone else, and all the other schools had little kind of boys that knew each other. So you're just kind of going in there like, right, let's go. I've got a wee Corsa, and they're rocking in their fancy motors. But nah, it was, looking back, it's probably more challenging because you're not getting the rugby exposure as well with like the coaches. They might know, or like I've seen them play at school, whereas like I can't play at school. So like you're just playing with Curry, which was class, and even though I played with Curry right through, still like made it as a professional. So you can't really think about, oh, I'm at a disadvantage here, like this is tough. It's just if you get a knock and you get dropped to that, I always just think, right, what can I do more of? Whether it was more gym stuff or anything, and just keep showing up, because you never know, one day, the day you didn't show up might be the day that you might get a run out. So I was just saying, I'm just going to show up here every time, even though it's an extended squad of like, I don't know, 40, 50 players. You're like, probably looking back, you're like, there's no chance you're going to get a run out, but still showed up, kept knocking at the door, and then they just had no other reason to give me a shot.
Yeah, totally had nothing to do with like your talent or your ability. It's like, it's just Luke's all we've got.
He keeps turning up. Who's that wee guy in the red corset that keeps coming in here?
Yeah, give him a go.
I know. We're not giving him any fuel or anything, so we'll give him a runabout. Keep him happy.
So yeah, we talk about you did get your shot, and now fast forwarding to present day, you've represented Edinburgh over 100 times. You've played for Scotland. You've gone to a World Cup. I suppose the question I want to ask is, if you now could go back in time and tell 16-year-old Luke, one day you're going to make 100 caps for Edinburgh, you're going to represent your country, how do you think 16-year-old Luke would react?
I don't know. I definitely wouldn't believe you.
No?
Nah, no chance. But yeah, it's great. It's everything, like, I know all the players say it, you ask them, it's everything you aspire to do. But definitely coming from, like, Edinburgh, from, like, playing in those, well, in the training groups for, like, under 16s to under 17s to, like, 18s right through to, like, 20s, and then all the district stuff, like, all that. Then going from, like, stage 2 academy to then going stage 3 academy, and then getting called in to train with the pros after under 20s, and then getting a first like couple games, and then signing your first pro deal.
Yeah.
So it's just class being able to say like you're a centurion for your hometown club.
Yeah.
But nah, I definitely wouldn't believe you. Like,
No.
but nah, it's great, especially like family and everything. They probably see it like, oh, he has the potential to be pro and playing all these games.
Yeah.
But as a player, I don't know. You always kind of, half of you thinks you're like the best, and then half of you thinks that I need to do more. So it's like a balance of like most athletes. I think that's how you get the best out of them, because half of them have that confidence being like, oh, I'm the best on the field. Then the other half is just like, I need to do more. So you get that balance of like motivation and training to keep pushing yourself, and then you also have that aspect of like confidence when you're out in the field as well. But yeah, I think it comes part and part.
Yeah, nice. Anyway, we'll move beyond rugby now for a bit, because I think we're done talking about the.
We're done about that.
We're done with the boring rugby.
The Edinburgh Rugby podcast. We're done about rugby.
Yeah, we're done with rugby for now. Now we want to know the real Luke Crosbie.
I can't tell you that, mate.
But you've recently, in the last year, started your own business with Blended Studios. But was that something you always wanted to do? And I don't mean just start your own business, but opening a barbershop. When did that kind of idea start, and what was the process and the difficulties that come with it, and how has it been going so far? It's a big question.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, firstly, I studied business management at Heriot Watt. Mm-hmm. Then I always kind of knew, like, playing rugby, and then for me to switch off, I need to do something else. So I can't really switch off by sitting doing nothing, like watching Netflix too much, or then I need to transfer that energy to something else. So at the start, I'd done that by studying business, and then always in my head was like, I want to run my own business, but it needs to be something that like I enjoy doing. That's something that's like a bit of like, not community, but something with a bit of like community to it. And then obviously being around like the boys in rugby, like it relates to a barbershop, because you're used to like, that's all I've really worked in is like groups of like boys. Like, it's just easier for me to like manage barbers and understand what they need, what works for them and stuff. But yeah, basically Chico cut my hair, so he learned cutting hair generally about 8 years ago. So I got a few butchers for him when he was starting. So he done that, then he started cutting all the boys in like the change room and stuff. So, but you know what Chico's like, he can't say no. So it'd be like standing like an away game, he'd be like, oh, Chico, you get another one. He's just been cutting hair for like 3 hours the day before a game, but he's just like too polite to be like, nah mate, I want to chill out. So anyway, that came, the commercial property came up, so then basically got that. Chico started working, cutting hair out there, cutting all the boys, and then it just kind of snowballed into got 2 other barbers, John and Lackey, and they're busy as well. But it's really good because it's a lot busier now. The exposure's really good. I'm having fun managing it, all the different stuff, seeing all the boys in. Some of the boys come in and like just want a flat white, not a haircut. Like, because Gilco and stuff stay close by. So seeing them all come in, getting the haircuts and stuff as well, it just gives a better like kind of atmosphere that you can have a laugh with your mates, have a coffee, and then you get a haircut as well. But nah, I'm enjoying it. And then the barbers are as well because they're getting busier. So
yeah,
it's all good.
It benefits everyone, I suppose.
I know, mate.
Moving slightly back to the rugby, you did unfortunately spend the end of last season injured. You didn't get to finish the season, I guess, how you would have wanted to. But that was the time, I believe, when you had started Blended Studios, you had opened it. Was opening the business kind of a good distraction from not being involved in rugby and something you could really, I guess, pour yourself into at the time?
Yeah, definitely. Well, ruptured my pec. I still remember, I think it was like 10 seconds in. I think that must be a record for Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So I remember before the game, I was like, doing the normal huddle, and I'm like, boys, right, first tackle, who's going to make that first hit? Like, give him motivation, whatever it is. Ball gets kicked off. Literally, the Munster boy catches it.
It was the Munster game, yeah.
Munster boy catches it. I run up, hit him, just completely rupture my pec. And I'm just like, I just feel it like, it almost wasn't sore because it was completely gone. In my head, it was like pulling a tooth out. Like, if it's completely out, you're all right. So I was just like, yeah, that's not right. And then wee Benny Velicott was just like, oh, Crosbie, get back in the line. And I was just like walking off, like holding my pec, just like, you make a tackle me. So he was trying to chop me, getting back in the line. I've got 1 pec, so I'm just walking off, just like, well, that was then my plan for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, got a free job out of it, so it was all right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So, but anyway, back to your actual question. Yeah, it gave me a lot more time to put into the shop. So once that was done, I was kind of like, right, let's try and like actually think about here, like do like a business plan, think about all the kind of businesses around the shop, what you can target, who's going to benefit from going to the shop, how can I brand it specifically from what the shop is, what stuff they need in the shop, what the barbers need, what kind of barbers fit the branding, which is important. Other shops is just kind of like they'll get any barbers in, but my blend is more about building the whole brand of it. So we're obviously sponsor Chico. So that's good. So it aligns with like some of the rugby stuff, like Edinburgh, the boys coming to the shop. Then as well as that, just the community of the various kind of sponsorship, connecting with Heriot Watt, like going into Edinburgh University, student cuts. So but it's very good. Just being able to process and think about, right, what do I want this to look like in a couple of years. Allowed me time to really think about that rather than just going straight into it, and then the branding gets kind of confusing.
So looking at life beyond rugby and also beyond business as well, I think you're someone in the team where fans don't really know a lot about what you do in your personal life. What would you say is like, what do you do in your downtime? Like any hobbies? Do you go and hang out with your family at weekends when you got the time? I know you've got the dog as well. I don't even know the dog's name because that's how bad of a friend
Kilo.
I am. Kilo. Cool.
We're learning a lot about
We're learning a lot about each other now, yeah.
But yeah, we'll spend a lot of time with my family. Like, they're just a mid-Calder, so see them quite a bit. My brother, me, my dad and brother have a membership at Norton House, so we go up there, they gym, and then use the pool and stuff, so see them quite a bit, see a lot of my mates. Back home, not that they come to the games and that. They're like too expensive for a ticket, and I'm like, cheers for your support, mate. But yeah, just a bit of that. Spending time with my family, like people that are close to me. Then what they're doing summer, done a few holidays, been to Ibiza with Darcy. And Chico.
And Chico as well.
Yeah, so yeah, a bit of that. Summer.
Bit of holidaying, a bit of family time. Are you still playing games? You and I have talked games a couple of times before. This is like a running theme on this podcast.
Oh, is it games?
Where
Nah.
where I reveal all of the players to be nerds.
Nah,
I wouldn't say you're one of the nerds. I think you were just like Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Just Warzone. I played that for a bit in lockdown and stuff, but not too much anymore. Too busy trying to sell haircuts, mate. But anyway, funny story for you.
Yeah, go on.
So, was it me, Darcy, and one of the other boys that plays for Boroughmuir, Mark McGinley? We're in Ibiza. So we're at one of the big clubs called the Ushuaia. So then apparently I was on guest list, like sorted it through my agent.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, perfect. So there's a big long queue. So we walk up to like the front of the queue, and then everyone's looking like, who are these blokes and that? And I was just like, just got to act like we're meant to be here, mate.
Yeah.
So we do that, get to the front of the queue. Long story short, my name's not on the thing. So we're standing like, wow, this is an L.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is a tough one to take. Anyway, we ended up getting through backstage. So we're backstage, and then the manager, Shwai, is just kind of like, listen, it'll be better for you back here because no one can take like photos. Photos is like, because it's no photos at like the green room backstage bit. And then I'm just like, no, it's relentless out there. It's like, just buying in with it. I was like, it's relentless out there. Like, it'll be good for us to just chill in here, be able to get a drink.
Yeah.
Like, just deadpan. Then she was just like, she's like, all right, good. But she obviously had no idea about rugby, so they must have just got told like, two like three professional athletes are coming. Bear in mind, me, Darcy are there, and then the other boy just played with Boroughmuir. So I was just like, just say you're the tight head for Scotland, if anyone asks. So anyway, we're backstage. MK's there, Calvin Harris is there, like Salardo, Camel Fat.
Oh, okay.
So like, decent. And we
Big
were
dogs.
like, so we were in there, we went and got a drink, and the drinks are free, and I'm like standing there and being like, how are we wangling this? Bear in mind, we had no idea we were going backstage. So Martin, the boys, he's just in a matching Primark like shirt and with rubber duckies on it or something. Right, so I was just like, oh. So we're standing there, me and Darcy's backs like to like where everyone is having a drink, and then Martin's just like, there's no Gallagher. And I was like, shut up, turn around, it was him.
Yeah.
Genuinely, no one believed the story because we never asked for a photo, because we were like, we'll not ask him for a photo.
Yeah, you don't want to be those guys.
So he thinks we're somebody as well.
Yeah.
So he ends up coming over, like standing with us chatting. He's asking about football, and we're like, oh, we're rugby. So he's chatting about football, and we're standing there like, what is going on? Just like chatting. And then we go to High, so we walk across to High.
Yeah.
Then we're like, oh, we'll get a drink. And we're walking with him.
Yeah.
So then we get around and then he's like, I'll just have a Desperados. And then we were like, all right, wee man, we'll take this one. Felt like saying, get your wallet out, mate. You want a Desperados? Well, why? Will they take contactless, by the way? So anyway, we had to buy him around.
Yeah?
Aye.
So you're not buying...
Martin actually bought him around.
Okay.
So bought him a Desperado. So if anyone wonders what Noel Gallagher drinks,
Desperado.
In case you bump into him at like
I don't know.
in George Street at the local or something, it's like, let's see we Desperado. So there you go.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah,
that's very good. You hadn't told me that one before.
Nah.
No.
I say that and people are like, right.
Yeah. It is.
But only really me and Darcy will know. But if you ask Darcy, he'll tell you. It's true. It happened.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'll fact check that now.
Yeah.
Just so the listeners of the podcast know that we're coming with just the facts. We'll get Darcy to do like a little like selfie video being like, I can confirm.
I can confirm that actually happened.
Yeah, we'll tag Noel Gallagher as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we'll wrap this up with the last thing I want to ask you. Obviously now you are back fit, having played a couple of games this season as well. But I think the thing I want to really ask is, what would success look like for you at the end of this season? Like, you sadly didn't make the autumn squads, probably because you were injured and you only had a couple of games to come back to it. But there's a Six Nations coming as well, which you'll obviously be a shoe-in to get in for that. But fast forward 9 months from now, what does a successful season look like for you, both on the pitch and off it as well?
It's definitely just Well, at the point where I'm now, it's just getting back playing, like, consistently.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, like, we'll get those results, like, the next block of games, like, 100% confident in that. But, again, it's what I just think is, like, what I can do, like, each week or each training session to get the best for the team. So, coming back fit, like, coming off the bench against Cardiff, you know, like, right, I need to deliver some impact here. Anytime I get a shot at playing, you just need to do the best. What I can control is I'll just be the best I can be so we can win. Because, like any player, you want to win, get those results, and be involved in that Edinburgh team that's done the best. So that's my kind of what I want to deliver on the pitch. But time of success, I just focus on what I can control, really. Like, in terms of injuries and stuff, like, that's going to happen as as an athlete, and other things like outside of like a normal person's work. Whatever happens, I think you just need to focus on what you can control and be consistent with that. But in terms of success, in terms of like finishing or results or whatever, I just kind of focus on success. To me would just be like back playing, performing to my best, like I have like done before I was injured. Bringing the team from football, making some decent shots, helping the younger ones come through, and then getting those wins, and then enjoying a couple of beers after them as well.
And then off the pitch, what does success look like for Blended Studios?
Success is just doing what we're doing, making sure clients coming in that are happy, making sure the barbers are happy, having a laugh at the shop along the way, and then just keep building that exposure, connecting with the community, and then that's it. As long as people are looking sharp and people are happy, look good, feel good, play good, like so.
Is that the new slogan?
That's it. Well, there's loads
Blended
of them.
Studios, look good, feel good, play good.
That's it. I might use that one.
Yeah.
Game day grooming.
So that's very good as well. That's very good.
No, I'm enjoying it with the shop. Just keeping the shop going, having a laugh with the boys, doing it, keep building it, reaching different clients, letting like people know about us, what the shop's about.
Yeah.
If they want to come and get a haircut and a nice flat white and a nice shop, then we're the shop for it. Just keep going.
There's one more thing I've thought that I've wanted to ask you.
You go in. You can ask anything. Ask me anything now. You actually know me.
Yeah, no, but I've asked you this before, so
What?
it might be quite a funny one. There was a certain bit of commentary once when you scored a try against Sebre at home, where the commentator said, "The man they call the Terminator."
No.
Where has that nickname come from, and is there any truth to it?
I don't. No one really calls me that. To be honest,
Never.
I think twice. I think it was actually Strokes.
Strokes, okay.
Strokes started it because it's kind of like I was doing loads of mash runs and conditioning with him and Lummers, and then they would always just be like, right, they wouldn't tell me how many more reps I've got. They'd be like, right, you've got another 10 reps.
Yeah.
And then, but my face doesn't change. Like, I've got like resting face, so like my face doesn't change.
Yeah.
So I literally just you got another 10 and be waiting for like a reaction of like, oh
Yeah.
and I just be like, all right. I'll just be like, right, who's going to break first? Because I'm not.
Yeah.
Until you get bored out here, I'll just keep running.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that just started because my face doesn't change.
Yeah.
What I think anyway.
Okay, that makes sense, I suppose.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you think I've got a rest face?
Yeah, you're one of the boys in the club where I sometimes, even though I would say we are friends.
No.
Now
We've sat down.
Now
and
we've
spoke.
sat down and we know each other. Even though you haven't asked me any questions about my life, but
I know, but that's what this is about.
yeah, it's about you. You're the star. At the end of the day, no one cares about me. There was the video I'd made fairly recently of just being mean to the lads, and I made the comment towards you of, "Does your mum cut your hair?"
That wasn't nice, though, was it?
It wasn't nice. But when you turned towards,
Did they make you feel big?
No, it didn't.
Did they make you feel big saying that?
No, but when you turned towards me after I made that comment, I thought for a split second like he's going to hit me.
Just crack you.
Yeah. I would have deserved it that day. I was being quite mean. But
You were. Well, I'm glad you've done some self-reflection.
yeah, no regrets, but I was being
There's
mean.
none?
No, no regrets.
Oh.
None. If the fans knew how you treat some of us, then it would be justified.
How did I treat some of you?
Well, you treat me well. Very well. It's
So there we go.
Some of the other boys.
Right.
don't. I'm not going to name names. I'm a diplomat.
You got to name a name.
I'm a diplomat. I'm not naming names.
Oh no! Like,
It's not the time and place to do it. We'll do it.
all right. I thought I'd treat everyone well.
Yeah. No,
Unless you think different.
Well, there's
Clearly.
there's one person in particular I think you would give pelters to, but
Who's that?
everyone does.
Well, I think like with some people, it's just how do I word it? Just gets the best out of them. And that comes from obviously being in a team. You understand how different players tick. Well, I say so. Some people maybe they respond a bit to that.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. But anyway, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for coming. I hope you've had a good time.
It's been great.
Yeah. And to the listeners out there, thank you for tuning in and sitting here and listening to me have a bit of a chat with Luke. Whether that was good or not, you guys will totally be the judge. But you can find us in December for our special Christmas episode. But until then, we'll see you at Hive Stadium on the 29th of November. And we'll see you soon.